All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Welcome to React and Chill. On this channel, there's two things I like to do. That is sit on my butt. I like doing that. I do like doing a lot of sitting. And talking about the music I like to listen to, which one of those bands is NEMOPHILA. NEMOPHILA is one of my favorite bands, and I've found them because of you guys. That's why I like doing this channel. That's why I like this stuff. And NEMOPHILA has a really awesome song called Burn It. It's released on Apple of My Eye, and it was written by Tamu. She did the lyrics there. Tamu's the drummer, of course, you know, and composed by, well, the various members of the band, which I got these credits from their YouTube channel. Mayu is a composer, Hazuki's a composer, and Haraguchi-san's a composer. They all kind of added something to the song there. And I have to say, this is one of my favorite songs by NEMOPHILA. It really stands out because it has this very dynamic feel to it. See, like the thing that really grabs me with this song is instantly, like the very beginning has this very kind of dramatic feel to it. It does a great job with the various elements in the song, like the way the bass is synchronized so well with the drumming and the way the percussion sounds. It really creates this feel of claustrophobia, of like time is running out, even with the kind of like the backing synths sort of like element there. There's like this backing element that's probably just kind of added in post or whatever, but it creates this feel of anxiety, that the walls are closing in, that time is running out, and whatever we're about to get into is going to be very serious. And the song does not let up on that. Like that, this serious feel of like introspection and like there's like this turmoil of a psychological nature is heavy in this song. And the song itself musically illustrates this very well, I think, because not only do you get this very claustrophobic beginning, the song starts ramping up in one of the best hooks I think NEMOPHILA has. See, like around the 45-second to 1 minute to 30-second mark, there's this buildup, this rising distortion and bass thumps, and you get these lyrics like "Give Me Back" and "Why Did I Turn Away from Shame," things like that. You get this sense of not only is it a dramatic ramp up, but it's a dramatic ramp up that mirrors self-reckoning. And I think this is a fan favorite transition. I really do. Then you get that drop. And when the drop comes, it is so good. Everything's working well. You got the chug coming on from Hazuki. You got a thick bass element from Haraguchi-san. You got dramatic drumming coming from Tamu. Everything is hitting right. Everything is. That element there, I think it has like what I think I described it well. They're pounding riffs and it just feels so good, man. Like this song has a lot of character to it. There's different elements, different things going on. It plays around with time signatures. One moment it's kind of a little bit slower in pace, more methodical. And then the next moment it starts ramping up in intensity to then just drop. And that, I think, helps create that tension. It helps illustrate and reinforce that sense that this is a very dramatic introspection, turmoil, and like especially with the lyrics of the song. Like, let's talk about that real fast. Thematically, oh, that's me. I don't know if you heard that. Thematically, "Burn It," I think, delves into this psychological struggle, this drowning, if you will, drowning in a darkness, grappling with distorted perceptions of oneself, and reclaiming one's soul flame, I guess you will put it that way, oneself. There's like this struggle as Mayu sings this song. And remember, the song was written by Tamu, so kind of interesting. this might. I wonder if this is like a personal thing with Tamu, or if it was just kind of fun. You know, sometimes lyrics are a gateway into, or a way into their mind, right? Into how they think. But this song is definitely about inner struggle. Like there is a conflict going on. When she's saying get out, punish, and words about hypocrisy, and words about like she is me, I am her. So like struggling with oneself as if like there's two halves. Maybe it could be a struggle with personal demons, struggle with a side of you that you feel is lesser, a side of you that is that you don't respect, that you do not wish to engage in, but for some reason you can't quit it. For some reason it takes over. For some reason in your lesser moments it takes charge. And maybe that other side is feelings of guilt, of shame, of like, these negative emotions that belittle you and cripple you and ruin you, right? And you know that's not you. You know that's not who you really are. At least you want to believe that. But the thing is, that is you. So punish, get out, burn it, things like that. And then I love how like in the verse when Mayu is singing this, oh, the verse is so good, dude. The verse is so good. Let's talk about the second time we get this verse, okay? We get this mid-tempo grind with melodic leads. And I love how, like, the guitar work during the verse, you combine that with the drumming and the bass, it really, doesn't it? Is it just me? Have I been taking crazy pills or anything? But does it not create, like, this illusion that time is ticking? And that we're going into this, like, personal journey? Doesn't it seem like that? Like it's not just a melody for a melody's sake. It is creating this sound. It's in that way it's very nu metal-ish. The one thing I like about the nu metal style is that it's not so much about creating a sick riff or impressive leads or anything. It's more about creating a feeling. And I think this song does that very well. I think that's definitely one of its strong suits. I mean, in the verse, you definitely, I cannot be the only one who gets that. I think the guitar and the bass and the drum, they all do well to create this sort of almost hypnotic sort of moment where it kind of sounds dark. It sounds like you're descending into a depth that you probably don't want to go into alone, especially on like an acid trip or something, okay? But it sounds like that. And then, I mean, these are elements that I think it deepens with this like duality theme. She is me, I am her. And it blends the aggression with vulnerability. I think this is heaviness resonating with this emotionality. Does that make sense? I'm just making up words. I'm just making up words now. And then you combine that with the chorus, which you could say if this song is an anthem, I think this song is an anthem, is like the heart of the song. Pure catharsis with infectious hooks. The explosive energy in the chorus cannot be overlooked. It's one of the main things in this song. It does so well playing off and being the counter to the verse. A lot of songs have like their chorus being explosive and fun and high energy, and that's good. And sure, you could describe this chorus like that. It is explosive. It is high energy. But the note structure of the chorus really plays off and really kind of is a counter to what the verse is took us through. if that makes sense. And then you have the bridge and the guitar solo part, which talk about raw intensity. I think the solo is very nice here. I think the technical flair kind of helps out, giving the song even more of this cool element that I think guitar players definitely would recognize. But all right, that's pretty cool. I like what's going on there. But it doesn't take away from the emotion of the song. It adds to it. Not only that, but the exit, the ramp off of the solo part, it has this cool sound to it that once again sounds like it is leading us down a descent into another episode of internal turmoil, personal struggle, and something that, looking at this song now, it almost sounds like something that we aren't allowed to see, we're not supposed to see, but we have, I wouldn't say an invite, but like a door is open for us to take a glimpse into either Mayu's or maybe Tamu's personal struggle with inner demons, self-doubt, maybe some shame, maybe some guilt, or whatever it is. Because like when Mayu sings this song, the way it comes out is as if like the struggle is real and it's intense. This is someone who's like has to do a lot of battle and has to, like internally. And these are things that it's hard to convey. It's hard to like really put out there, because to do so is to be very vulnerable, and you invite strangers into those moments, and they can laugh at you for it, they can belittle it, they can mock you for it because it's a moment of weakness. They may not understand. They may try to rush in and help when really you need to go through the process to find what it is that's the core of it. This is a very deep song. One of my favorite songs by NEMOPHILA. And when I first heard it, I was very impressed from the get-go with the change of time signatures and the way the song is playing with that. And my first time listening to it, I was like, okay, this isn't just a song. This is an emotional ride. This is a personal thing. And when we get to the part when it's acoustic guitar, and I think Mayu plays that part, you have your Foo Fighters moment. You have your like post-grunge, like, this is my emotions on my sleeve. This is my heart on my sleeve for you. I'm going to share with you this tender, emotional, disruptive moment. And I don't care what you think of me. I don't care if you think I'm crazy or you think ill of me or whatever. Like this, because I feel like when Mayu's singing this, it's not about telling us something. It's about her telling herself something. Does that make sense? And we're just watching. In some ways, the song is it can be kind of a challenge to like really explore. Anyway, but it's definitely a lot of fun to explore. Another really awesome thing about the song, though, I got to say that the final release, the final chorus, the outro, I already talked a little bit of that. I think it's a triumphant release there, leaving a lingering fire, if you will. It's the explosive payoff that has, I think, NEMOPHILA fans looping it. It has like this never-ending vibe. This could be a song that's on repeat for hours, and it wouldn't get tiring because the whole thing is like this ride. Anyway, I spent plenty of time sharing with you my thoughts about this song, Burn It by NEMOPHILA. You guys let me know in the comment section how you feel about the song. Where does it rank on your NEMOPHILA songs? It has to be one of my favorites. Beautiful Days is a very good song as well. Very touching in another way, especially as a father. And I love my kids, man. I got to tell you, and this is, I got to save this for going into Beautiful Days. This is my journey. This is my thing. You may not relate to it. If you don't, okay, whatever. But when I had my first son, it changed everything for me. I don't know how to really convey it in a way that makes sense, but it's so many aspects of this. It changed my life forever in a very good way. And all I wanted to do in the early days when he was a baby, taking care of him, and I did. I changed the diapers. I fed him too. My wife and I would take turns because we both worked. I mean, it's a 2-income household. It has to be. It was the greatest treasure of my life, man. And meant so much. Anyway, but this is about Burn It. I got into that. I got a little distracted. Talk about favorite songs, right? Yeah. So where does a song rank for you as far as NEMOPHILA songs go? And what do you think of it? Let me know in the comment section. I'll join you guys there. With that said, y'all take it easy and try to have a good one.